ask you about it. But what's the problem? Because you are going to speak about it anyway, you know the answer. So it just makes you look better because it shows that you can answer questions easily. It's coming. Okay, so that's how you actually do the job. What job are you going to do? How are you going to structure it? These are the things that you need to tell people. You need to tell them what your idea is, what your concept is, what you're trying to do. Then you have to set a context. People don't know. You've been working on your project for days or weeks or whatever. Nobody else has. They don't know what you are dealing with. So you give them a context. It helps them to focus. Then you deliver the content. This is the factual information, things you want people to hear. And most important, the last thing, are your conclusions. Remember what I said back in Orania? The important thing was the so what. The conclusion. What you, as a group, have made of your topic. I can read the stuff that you read. I can read that for myself, thank you. What I do want to hear is how you interpret it. Oh, don't forget, lots here, young, agile brains, all got funny ideas. Most of them are pretty good ideas. If they weren't good ideas that you normally came up with, you wouldn't be here. Don't forget it. Your conclusions are worth hearing. Right. Now, how can you get to grips with it? Well, the first thing you have to do, you have all this information. Most of it's in your report. You need 10, maybe 20% maximum of that information in your presentation. So you have to pick a theme. You have to have a thread that will hold the whole thing together. You have a theme. I don't know what your theme should be. You have the information. You pick the theme. And to make it easy to deliver, you have to have a memorable structure. Now I can give you a good example of a memorable structure. Many years ago, I was helping to teach in a primary school. Children were 6, 7 years old. And as I'm sure you know, in these schools, they like to get children to stand up and talk for a couple of moments about my home or what I did on my holiday or something like this. But the person I'm concerned with here was a little boy who said to the teacher, I want to talk about the solar system. Now you can imagine the teacher was thinking, he's a good little boy, but the solar system? But as is so often the case with very young children, they are smart. What had happened was that this little boy had, for a Christmas present, a book about the solar system. A child's book, but he had noticed that every single planet in the solar system has a peculiarity. One goes round the other way from the rest. One goes round and round on its side. All sorts of things like that. One has a very big moon compared with the size of the planet. He realized that for every planet there was one peculiarity.